As I enter my tractor, I will use 3 points of contact. My seat belt is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. My fire extinguisher is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. It is properly charged. My 3 safety triangles are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. My spare fuses are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. I will now perform a safe start. My ABS and DEF light came on and went off. My left turn signal is working properly. My right turn signal is working properly. My four-ways are working properly. My lights are working properly. My high beam is working properly. My windshield wipers are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. My wipers and fluid are working properly. My city horn is working properly. My highway horn is working properly. My defrost and heat are working properly. My windshield is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose, or leaking. No obstructions. My mirror brackets are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. My mirrors are clean with no obstructions. I'm pushing in my tractor brake. I'm tugging forward. My trailer brakes are working properly. Back to neutral. I'm pulling out my tractor brake. I'm pushing in my trailer brake. I'm tugging forward. My tractor brake is working properly. Back to neutral. I'm pushing in both of my brakes. I will roll forward up to 5 miles an hour and stab my brake. My truck did not pull left or right. My truck came to a complete stop. I'm gonna build my air pressure to the governor shutoff between 120 to 140 PSI. My air pressure gauges are reading between 120 to 140 PSI. With my foot on the brake, I am pushing in both of my brake knobs. I am turning my tractor off, then back to the on position to see my gauges. My gauges have stabilized. I will now hold my brake pedal for 60 seconds to ensure I do not lose more than 4 PSI. 60 seconds are up. I did not lose more than 4 PSI. I will now fan my brake until I hear or see my low pressure alarm at or before 55 PSI. My low pressure alarm is on at or before 55 PSI. I will now fan my brake until both of my brake knobs pop out between 20 to 45 PSI. Visually inspect, do not touch your brake knobs. My brake knobs popped out between 20 to 45 psi. This concludes my air leak test. Can you please get out and help me check my lights? 3 points of contact as I exit the tractor. Key in the door or in your pocket. My light lenses are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, loose, or missing. They are clean and the proper color. Underneath my tractor, I see no puddle from my engine or transmission or hanging hoses. My tractor is not leaning left, right, front, or back. General overview. All of my hoses and clamps are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, loose. I see and hear no leaks. My coolant is above the add line. My oil is above the add line. Power steering fluids above the add line. My steering gearbox is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. All nuts and bolts are present. My pitman arm, drag link, knuckles, tie rod, joints, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. My castle nuts, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. Cotter pins are present. My leaf spring mounts are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. All nuts and bolts are present. My leaf spring is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, loose, or shifted. My shock absorber is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, loose, or leaking. All nuts and bolts are present. My brake hoses and fittings properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, loose, or leaking. My brake drum and lining have no signs of oil, grease, or debris. My tires are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, loose, or leaking. My tread depth is no less than 4/32 inch. Check with a tread depth gauge. My rim is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. No illegal welds or worn out holes. My lug nuts and studs properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. There is no rust trail or shiny thread indicating a loose lug nut. My valve stem is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose, or leaking. The cap is present and secure. My tire is filled to the proper PSI, checked with a tire pressure gauge. All of my light lenses and reflectors on tractor and trailer are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose, or missing. They are clean and the proper color. My DEF and fuel tank is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose, or leaking from the tank or the hoses. My caps are present and secured. My frame and cross member on my tractor and my trailer properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. No broken or illegal welds. My landing gear is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. All nuts and bolts are present. My handle is stowed properly. My pads are properly mounted and fully raised. I have proper clearance between my tractor and my landing gear. My DOT tape is clean and affixed to the side of my trailer. Rear of my trailer, all of my light lenses and reflectors properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, loose, or missing. They are clean and the proper color. There is DOT tape across 100% of my bumper. coupling. My air hoses are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. No illegal repair. They are not tangled or dragging. My electrical connector is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. No illegal tape. It is not tangled or dragging. My glad hands, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose, or leaking. Seals are present. My safety latch is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. Spring is present. My apron is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. My kingpin is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. My skid plate is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. It is properly greased, not excessively worn. I see no gap between my apron and my fifth wheel. My release handle is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. It is pushed all the way in, securing the locking jaw around the kingpin. My platform is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. All nuts and bolts are present. If you see a battery, my battery is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose, or leaking. No corrosion. The battery might be under the driver. The battery might be under the catwalk. The battery might be under the passenger.